I'm Izzy, and this is Dizzy Quilts and Sews. Welcome to #FridaySews, episode 15. Before we begin, a big thank you to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, who created the hashtag and basically allowing us to get together every Friday and chat about sewing. So thank you, Jen. I have a lot to talk to you about today. I'm gonna try to keep this to a reasonable length of time, so we are going to jump right in. All right, the very first thing I want to talk about is my collaboration with Becky from Go So Beautiful. So Becky and I decided we were gonna sew the same pattern and then talk about our experience sewing it during today's Friday Sews video. So when you are done with this video, I'll link to Becky's YouTube channel and you can go and check out her pants. So we made the Arden pants by Helen's Closet. Now, I had made the pants before. I made them 3 times already. But it was Becky's first time, so I cannot wait to hear how she went or how she got along with the pattern. Now, it was my 3rd time making the pants. However, it was my very first time using a heavier weight fabric, if you will. So I decided to try making them with a cotton twill from Minerva.com. It's a Lady McElroy cotton twill. It's not a heavyweight, but it's medium heavy, if you will. It definitely has 0 drape. It's very crisp. It feels like a medium weight denim, to be honest. Now, it's a gorgeous fabric. It feels amazing. It's sewed up amazingly well. And no difficulties with the pattern whatsoever. But in the end, these pants are a bit of a fail, if I'm going to be honest. They're not really a fail. I mean, I think I can salvage them. But yeah, so things went a little bit wrong. And it's funny because I put out a video maybe last week talking about my TNTs, and the Arden pants are definitely on that list for me because I'd made them so often. I have no difficulties with the pattern and they typically fit me really well. Well, there's a reason why a heavier fabric is not part of the recommended fabrics for the Arden pants. Yeah, there are folds and drag lines that you might not see in a lighter weight fabric that are just screaming at me from the photos. So, and I took photos of my last pair of pants that I made in a nice medium weight or lightweight linen. And you can see, I mean, I made the exact same size. Those photos were taken of me on the exact same day. So there are no differences in my size, but the fabric is very, very different. The linen is nice and lightweight and it flows and it's been washed a few times now, whereas the twill is very, very structured. Also, don't know why, but the waist is big on my new pants. I keep having to pull them up, which is really annoying. So all that to say, I need to make a few tweaks to the pattern if I'm going to be using more structured fabric. And I might just not use more structured fabric with that pattern anymore. I tried it. I learned that it doesn't work very well, or that I need to make major adjustments to the pattern if I'm going to use that kind of fabric again. So, I mean, once I fix the waist, because I can do that very, very easily by just unpicking the waistband a bit, taking in the elastic, I'm pretty sure the waist is going to fit a lot better. And once they sit properly where they need to sit, there may not be as many folds and drag lines under my bum and in the front and things. So yeah, I'm not saying they're a total loss. They are salvageable, I think. But definitely a lessons learned for me. So that was my collaboration with Becky. Again, please go and check Becky's channel here on YouTube, and I will leave you all the information you'll need in the description box below. Other than the Arden pants, I have been super productive in the sewing room this week. I told you last week that this week is a vacation week for me. So I spent quite a bit of time in the sewing room. I mean, we did do other things, me and the hubby, which was awesome. But in the evening, I sewed and I finished, besides the Arden pants, I finished three other projects. So the first thing I finished was a hug hoodie, and I'm going to link to the patterns and I'll put pictures up as I'm talking, but I'll keep it short and sweet just because I'm going to make a wrap up of all of my June makes video at some point next week. So first was a hug hoodie by Made It Patterns. It's in a white French terry with navy sweatshirting trim. I absolutely love my new hoodie. I'm almost sad that the weather is really, really hot in Montreal these days, so really not weather appropriate right now. But yeah, huge win. And after the Arden pants, I really needed that win, so I was super happy with my hug hoodie. Next, I made a Blackwood cardigan in a gorgeous baby blue French terry. And yeah, I really like my new cardigan, and it's going to come in handy because I realized a few weeks ago that I don't have any warmer weather cardigans that I can wear on days where the air conditioning is really high or whatever. So yeah, super pleased with my Blackwood. Came together really quickly. As you can see, I omitted the pockets, so it was even faster to put together. Not that I don't love the pockets, but I just didn't have enough fabric. And actually, I ended up not being able to make the full length long line version of the cardigan. So the length is somewhere between the hip length and the regular long line cardi. But yeah, I used every last bit of fabric I had. And then my third make I finished just last night, and it's another pair of slow pants made in the same navy sweatshirting that I trimmed my hug hoodie with. And the side band is in the same French terry that I made the hoodie with. So I've got a nice set going on here. Love my new pants. You'll see in the pictures that they're a little bit long. I did that on purpose. The last pair of slow pants that I made in a cotton French terry, I think it was, they shrunk a little bit after I finished them. Even if I pre-washed, pre-dried my fabric, they still shrunk a tiny bit after I made them. So I left these long on purpose, thinking they might shrink up a bit. And even if they don't, I don't care. I love my new slow pants. So those were all finishes for me this week. Super happy with everything I got done. Now, one other thing that I worked on this week, and it's not finished, and it's in the naughty pile at the moment because it got me really frustrated, was a hoodie for my husband. So I really wanted to get that done because I wanted to enter it in the He Made June 22 challenge run by Adam from Adam Sews and Lisa from One Lisa Show. So I wanted to make the North Star hoodie by Love Notions for the hubby. I picked really nice fabric for this. This is a cotton interlock that I got from the Fabric Snob. Super nice and soft. It started really well. I mean, even the zip went in super easily and quickly. And then came the collar, and I don't know if I made a mistake cutting it. I don't think so, because I triple checked the instructions. But it's just not working. It's not working. And The instructions are confusing me, and I'm completely out of the fabric. I mean, I eked out this hoodie, or pullover, I guess, because there's no hood, out of the fabric I had, and I can't cut new collar pieces. So either I put a contrasting collar on this. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm a member of the Love Notions Facebook group, so I may post a picture of my collar and see if anybody can help me out. But yeah, I was so annoyed and so frustrated because, like, this fabric was not inexpensive. It's fabulous fabric, and I really don't want it to go to waste, but I don't know what to do. So yeah, it's been thrown to the side until I can figure out what I did wrong, or yeah, find some kind of tutorial for how to put this collar together. There is a video on the Love Notions YouTube channel, but it's the hooded version. And although she keeps saying, if you're doing the collared version, just do the same thing, in my brain, it wasn't working out at all. Like, it's not working. So I have to figure something. So what is in progress or on my sewing table at the moment, I've got the fabric right here to make myself a new Rhapsody blouse. So the pattern is out. I need to make one small adjustment to it. I want to shorten it by about 1 inch, which means I will have shortened that pattern by 2.5 inches when all said and done. So it's pretty long. Mind you, I'm 5'4", and Love Notions designs for 5'6", I think. So for me to shorten is expected, but 2.5 is quite a bit. So yeah, so up next is my Rhapsody blouse. I may even be able to get that done today. Yeah, I'm filming this on Thursday, the 30th, and that was in my June's plans. So I may be able to eke that out before the end of the month. So that's definitely next. After that, I want to make one of those cat placemats that I spoke to you guys about in my last Friday Sews video. So I definitely want to make at least one over the next few days and see how the pattern comes together, and then make a bunch more. And I have a birthday party for one of my daughter-in-laws coming up next weekend that I want to make myself a dress for. And I'm thinking I'm going to make the Appleton dress. Yeah, it's a wrap dress. It fits me. I just need one small tweak to the pattern before I make my next one. So that I think I should be able to make over the next week. So yeah, so my Rhapsody blouse, first priority. Then I want to make a placemat for my cats. And third, I need to make the Appleton dress for the birthday party I've got coming up soon. Now, life. As I said, I've been on vacation. So we've been pretty relaxed, I'd say. We didn't do anything spectacular. We took a few drives. My husband has an old classic car, so we took it out for a spin yesterday. So that was nice. The weather's been amazing. So we took the car out for a spin. What else have we done? Oh, we went to see Top Gun Maverick on Tuesday at the cinema, and oh my goodness, it was so good, so good. I mean, I think I was probably in my teenage years when the first one came out. Yeah, I might have been 18 or 19, something like that. But it was still pretty, I don't know, like from the first minute of the new movie, it just took me back. And I found myself just dancing to the music, laughing, crying. Yeah, the movie is amazing. It is so, so good. Highly, highly recommend. So yeah, that's pretty much life. not much else going on at the moment. All right, and lastly, every week, Jen throws a question out there in the hashtag FridaySews universe that she encourages us to answer and then ask our viewers. So this week, the question is, this weekend is Independence Day in the US. So in, I guess, related to independence, do you always follow the pattern instructions when you make a garment? So I do. I'm not experienced enough or confident enough to do my own thing yet. Even when I read instructions and I'm like, that's not how I did the last collar. Perfect example, this North Star hoodie. I'm still not confident enough in my abilities to go off script and just to do my own thing. And it's funny because I was thinking about this question, and I don't know if it's really a question of me being confident enough or if it's just the type of person I am. I'm usually a rule follower. Like as a cook, like when I cook, I like to have a recipe and I follow that recipe to the letter. If I'm missing an ingredient, I'm not the kind of person who just throws open the cupboard doors and try and figure out, you know, what else could I use instead. I go and buy the missing ingredient, or I just don't make that meal. So I'm pretty much the same in my sewing, I guess. I like to follow patterns. I like to not have to do the math or the thinking or the figuring out. Sewing is relaxing for me, or it's supposed to be relaxing for me. So yeah, I prefer using patterns and I prefer following the patterns to the letter. And when I do make hacks, or they're hacks that have basically been published out there by somebody else, and I follow their instructions. So yeah, that's the type of garment maker I am. What about you? Do you always follow the pattern instructions? I would love to know. And if you don't, is it because you know a better way? Is it because you're creative like that? You like to do your own thing? I would love to know. So leave your answer or your comments in the comments below. All right, and that's gonna do it for me this week. I hope you have had a wonderful week and have a wonderful long weekend for those of you in Canada and the US. And thank you for stopping by. Please give the video a like if you liked it, and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again, and I will see you soon.